first ones, because I think they need to wait for Zeratul to become a bit stronger and for Blaze to have bunker available, because Granit Gaming, once they establish a position, it's going to be rough. Then you also have, of course, Alexstrasza's Dragon Queen, and even if you force them off, you still can poke with Junkrat from the outside. So winning an early Punisher for the Monkey Menagerie should be a problem. It should be really difficult, especially since you also have Junkrat to control the space a little bit. And once he uses displacement to get, let's say, Deckard, for example, into an awkward spot, you're just screwed.
Will Joe have to be safe? That's one of the main ways that you can break a competition apart like this.
Yeah, I mean, they get the kill against Leoric at the top because they realize exactly what we just said. They can't fight. Yeah. So they're giving it up, and instead they are trying to find a kill, and they found that kill. So that's already an important one. But it doesn't make a big difference killing Leoric this early on, because he's back after just a few seconds and still holds the experience here. And in the meantime, Granit Gaming is getting that first Punisher. So Monkey Menagerie is just simply attempting to get value at the top lane by taking the wall down so that they don't fall too far behind the experience. And currently, they take the lead, but once that the Punisher gives value to Granit Gaming, they should close that gap.
7 for Granit Gaming should be hitting pretty soon. They'll be able to get this off this push in the bottom lane. Nande actually going for the wide flank here on the bottom left, thinking about maybe moving in with the jump on the Punisher, and with multiple people in the middle lane, that option still is available. Goes in, a big jump, throws over Rimmer to the side.
Way.
Goes in for the combo, but Rimmer still has power slide.
That was actually an interesting one. I've never really seen Diablo work that way around. Usually you try to flip the target onto the other side, but this grabbing him, pushing him over, and the Punisher stun is getting procced, and he puts the damage onto the Splendor. Alex the Pro G still on the way back here, is going to escape at least for now. The 5-man defense here, as we have Leoric at the top and mid lane active to get the experience. But as expected, the wall falls, and Granit Gaming is roughly on the same amount of experience now as the Monkeys. Monkeys still slightly ahead, not by too much.
Alexstrasza dropping down the Dragon Queen form, even getting the possible body block on the Jet Propulsion that tried to get away from the escape, forcing the Pyromania from Blaze. Granit Gaming get some damage there on that bottom left and should be able to deal more later on. 8-8 though in experience, as Leo continues to start that double soak, especially during that 5-man defense that came in from the Monkeys, taking the threat of Granit Gaming very seriously.
I mean, Monkeys played this really well because they knew they couldn't really win the first Protector, so the first Punisher, they just got experience on the other side of the map. They took some structures down. It's important that they don't get snowballed here, and that's exactly what they're doing. Early Punishers are usually a little bit weaker. They scale better into the late game, so you can let the first ones go if you get some value somewhere else. And so even going into the second one, depending on the level, we might see the Monkeys willing to give something up here. But in the long run, they're definitely going to take these fights once that Zeratul comes online and is able to get the damage in.
A few more levels until that's available. 7 more levels actually for Monkeys until they get that 16. Pretty close on experience. Now level 10's coming online soon here. We have the W build for Alexstrasza, which will allow for her to bring in the Regen Globes, which is helpful for Diablo. Looking at the quest right now, seeing at a total of 15 stacks of the 25 that will be needed to get those Regen Globes coming in.
And that should also happen around the time that they're fighting for the next Punisher. So this is going to be, or at least around when if they are able to grab it. But even before that, there's only 4 globes left that she needs. So once she has that, it's going to be fantastic for Diablo to have that immense amount of sustain in every single shrine fight. So it's going to be great for the front line. And Nande is already doing a great job as is, but that's definitely going to empower him even more. Nice attempt to take him down though, but it should not be successful. There's a lot of CC coming in, but it's just not enough. Diablo is super tanky at this moment in time. Even with him not being fully stacked, sitting at 62 souls, he is still 2 hit point heavy for him to be taken down that easily.
Yeah, you want to be careful there not to commit too many resources. Some may ask, why not just mosh pit there and try to blow him up? I mean, you have a Dragon's Arrow that flies across the map, stuns you out, and that cooldown exchange is not good in your favor. If you're using ETC, you want to make sure you land a couple of members down if you're able to go for that mosh. And speaking about it, we'll be having it soon here with the shrines popping up soon. Granit Gaming already prepping their Merc camp to the top. There it is, waiting a little bit longer here before they go ahead and grab that Merc camp, which they should be getting soon. Splendor starting here is in the top left corner.
Wolfshow is so close to get the quest completed.
18?
Yeah, sitting at 18, but he's not going to have it for this one right now. So you need 7 more to get the full completion, and that's just not going to happen here. But yeah, once that we have that fight being over, he's definitely going to complete that very quickly, especially if they are able to take the Punisher and he gets the 2 extra globes. That would be an easy one for them to pick up. But this is going to be a super important fight here now. Monkey Menagerie is ahead, and they're going straight for Leoric, and Darkmok just overstepped here, and he's immediately taken out. There wasn't even any important cooldowns being used, so that was a bit of an overstep from Leoric.
Granite Gaming has to be careful. They're spreading out, watching out for a VP that can come in. Rimmer willing to move for a power slide once that mosh pit. Monkey's having a lead here, 18-6. Leo is about to be back though, so Granite Gaming is stepping forward. Nande actually goes in. Gets the damage on Alex the Pro G, trying to see if they can bait out a bunker. Raid Boss in the back line though, in trouble, so Alex Raza is gonna pop the Dragon Queen.
Yeah, there's the Entomb. Briar Blood being used. We have also immediately a bunker on the ground and a kill against Deckard Cain as Wolf Joe gets the Dragon Queen here. But finally Junkrat delivering the pain. Alex the Pro G also falling in a double kill as Granite Gaming goes in to claim that Punisher. 34 against 26. But it doesn't look likely that the Monkeys are somehow able to secure those last few minions. Granite Gaming is going to walk away with another objective secured.
Good patience and good planning there from Granite Gaming. Once they lost Leoric, they stepped back, allowed Monkeys to have some time on the shrine, let them have their prize for getting the kill, and the moment Leo is being back to go in and force the engage. Alex Raza getting the Dragon Queen out as well, and they were able to clear up quickly. Memecraft, by the way, also landing a perfect arrow into a Riptire from Junkrat to make sure to secure the kills. That eventually led to the domino effect of multiple members of the Monkeys continuing to fall. Now, Granite Gaming pushes in the middle, but solid defensive Monkeys will make it hard for them to take that fort.
I mean, the death of Leoric shouldn't have happened in the first place. That was definitely Darkmok stepping a little bit too far outside. But early kills against Leoric don't matter as much because he's back so quickly. Nanda, then again, he's in a bit of a different spot here. Gets completely locked down and taken apart, loses all of his stacks, and Alexstrasza falls as well. 2 kills secured from the Monkey Menagerie, grabbing their own level 13 talent here. Really well done by them. They lose the fort at the top lane because that was pushed in by the camp and Leoric rotated up. But that was still a really nice move here from them. But they lost 2 forts now, so when it comes to structures, they are in a bit of a pickle. But it comes back to that old situation where if you at any point can take down some structures by yourself, then you get that experience back and you will take a significant lead. So it's a weird dynamic that we're having.
Quite a mistake from Nande though. Now in a spot where he has only 3 souls available to him after that kill, meaning he'd be definitely less tanky. The good news is, in one more region globe, Circle of Life will finally complete, allowing for region globes to keep coming in, allowing for Granite Gaming to make sure that Diablo stays nice and healthy. So right now, Granite Gaming playing a little bit more reserved, trying to clear these minion waves together, find some more souls for Nande so he can stay tanky, while Monkeys starting to find a footing on the battleground. In fact, they get 14 first.
It's a little bit of a weird spot for sure. Granite Gaming is getting the objectives right now, but they make a couple of mistakes here and there. They're just a bit weird. Nande gets caught. Before that, even the kill against Leoric was just very atypical of what we usually see from them. And Monkeys are definitely a team that have coordination. If you give them a chance, they will take you down there. Now, of course, Bunker is still up, so it can be used. Leoric with a lightning breath burns it down. They're going to go for Alex. The arrow comes in, and that's a good one. Stay a while and listen. Nearly saving him, but he falls. Blaze is down. Crosby gets away, and they're attempting to go for Splendor here. Marker has other plans, and with his Zeratul moves in, but he gets punished for it. Double kill for Granite Gaming, making up for the earlier mistakes and gaining the momentum back.
Unfortunate timing there for Zeratul. Go straight in for Honda, who jumped to the top left, but with a Riptire right behind him, he had nowhere to go. The Wormhole actually wound up being his own death as Granite Gaming had the Riptire explode, and of course they followed up with the kills. Granite Gaming now go up to 15.25. They look to take this forward here in the south, and that will give them some additional experience. If they want to test their luck a little bit, they can push a little bit more, maybe look towards getting that keep wall, but don't want to really risk that for the experience. But the Shrine spawning to the top soon, they just want to make sure that they have the map pushing out in their favor. Yeah,
Leoric again getting caught here. Very nice moves also by Remaballer, making sure that he's exactly where Darkmok is going to end the Wraith Walk, and that's another kill against Leo. And these kills really start to matter. Leoric, of course, is one that you don't mind losing every now and then, since he spawns on the battleground and not back at the Nexus. So that's always helpful. But the issue here is that if the Monkeys start to take Punishers, they will take down structures, and then the Granite Gaming is going to fall far behind in experience. And without these constant kills against Leoric on the side lane or other heroes, the Monkeys would have had a level 16 talent advantage and could have possibly maintained that throughout the entire objective. And now that's not going to be the case. They're going to get a lead, but not more than that, because the Monkeys are about to hit level 16 talents too. So that's actually an important difference here. But together with the Dragon Queen, there's still a very good chance that Granite Gaming is going to walk away with another objective.
Granite Gaming playing it safe. As they have Darkmonk on the point, Nande goes in for an engage. Scroll comes out to lock him down, but Darkmonk has that Entomb up and available. He's waiting for the opportunity for it to go out. There it is. 2 comes in. Phoenix will use his teleport to get away from the fight, while Nande on the side goes in for Alex Approach, and he still has that Lightning Breath.
Yeah, Nande at this point needs to still be a bit cautious because he's not completely stacked. 76 though, not too bad. But we have the Monkeys starting to take over the position on the Shrine itself, and they still have Bunker up in Mosh Pit too. You need to be careful of that ETC power slide. If Remaball finds the Mosh Pit, he is going to use that.
Arrow comes out, hits ETC, only hits 1. Lightning Breath in the back line will hit Maka and Crosby, while the Bunker in the front line forces Granit Gaming to look at.
Alex in trouble, and in a lot of that. And here comes Diablo, moves in and tries to take him down the stair, while Listen comes in too late. Blaze is dead, but Nanda might fall now too. Just kidding, survives, gets the globe, and all of a sudden he is back to business here. Already Make in trouble himself on Zeratul, and Hanzo's just shredding him as Nanda goes in, tries to get the grab. Entomb comes out again, but Diablo finally falls. The problem is that everyone else on the side of the Monkeys is insanely low. Here's the first kill, Phoenix dies, Make and Splendor are on the run, and the Punisher has been claimed by Granit Gaming. 6 kills against 6, Granit Gaming with a leading experience, grabbing the earlier level 17, and now the play for the keep at the top lane.
Nande may have fallen, but he has 92 souls, so when he spawns, he can grab those other 8 and be in a really solid position for Diablo. With them picking off 2, they don't mind pushing here and trying to break down this wall. Shouldn't overextend too much, but they do have 18 seconds before Phoenix is back on the field. Darkmonk moving forward with the Drain Hope. He's going to be able to start putting some damage on his opponents, but with the Punisher continuing to siege away, Monkeys are doing their best to clear it up.
Yeah, in an ideal world, you want to get the keep here, and the Punisher, if it can get baited a bit out for longer, then they have a chance of defending, but it's going to be rough, especially with the damage output that we see coming from Raid Boss and Minecraft here. The problem is that Crosby is back, and that's a 5 versus 4, so Monkeys are going to try and force the fight behind the Punisher, and therefore we have Granit Gaming now with an attempt to retreat. They go for Darkmonk again, tries to stay close, but eventually he is going to fall here. Darkmonk is down. This is actually his 4th death here already in this game.
Sacrificial Lamb. That's what he's been multiple times there. He died to allow his team some time to escape. Monkeys, however, lock him down well, and he'll come back soon. Diablo did spawn and went to the bottom lane to clear out the wave, so he now has finished up that Soul Stone. Will have the ability to reset when he needs to. Monkeys, as you mentioned, though, continue to hang in there. And they're trying to find that experience that we were looking for earlier. They go straight for this fort. Arrow!
Dodged.
Arrow, no. Cleansing Flame comes out. Looks straight at ETC. Nande trying to find an angle to move into, but nothing unfolds for Granit Gaming.
But they defend the fort. That was an important one. Again, structures are super important now, because if Monkey Menagerie starts to take some of these structures down, they will take the lead in experience. And for Granit Gaming, it's important that they don't lose that lead until level 20. They at least don't want to fall behind. They have the tools to fight on these shrines, and you mentioned Diablo earlier, that he didn't lose his souls when he died, and that's super important, because it means that for the next shrine, he is again at full power. And that's going to be the important one, because these bad boys, they scale heavily. And right now, Granit Gaming is just looking pretty solid if it comes to map dominance. I mean, you just look at the minimap. There's only the keeps remaining, and even the keep at the top lane is incredibly low when we're looking towards the Monkeys.
Power slide on Darkmonk again. Take some damage. This time he should be able to Wraith Walk away, especially with the safety of that Ford. Actually, Maka is trying to get the kill. He gets hit by the Ford. That slows him down, and Wraith Ball starts to put some damage in. Maka needs to be a bit careful there. Entomb was used. Here comes Nande. He finds a Splendor.
Yeah, finds Splendor. And a triple arrow comes through, and the Lightning Breath is in as Zeratul goes down. The bunker in play. ETC needs to be careful here, but the Riptire is in. Rimmerballer with a face melt trying to push everyone away, but Darkmonk, he has still the slows available if he gets the swing through, and indeed he does. The Drain Hope is there now too. Nanda getting in range slowly and steadily, but barely Alex able to slow them down with the oil.
Still a kill in favor of Granit Gaming, and that was an instrumental one too. With them trying to keep a lead on the level 20, as they move towards it, they grab the Night Camp at the top left corner, and if they can push in with this minion wave with the Night Camp, they can definitely go in and take that keep away. Alex Aproji steps forward to see if they're doing it, and he takes some damage. Darkmonk goes forward too. He has the Entomb up. There it is, lands it on 2.
Yeah, Stale While Listen comes out. Remabola is extremely low though, and Alex Straza is trying to confirm that kill. Doesn't get it, but it's all about the keep right now. As long as they can take the keep, that would all be worth it. 3 seconds until Zeratul is back. They might have to retreat here. The fight took long enough for them to not be in a position where they can go for the keep. They nearly have level 20. And that will be a Storm talent, as the Shrine is now spawning at the bot lane, but they have not been able to take that keep down, which was the primary intent of the attack that we saw.
And Monkey suddenly has to be more careful. Buried alive at level 20 coming online. Blaze cannot get caught out. That bunker will not be able to be used. As well as Phoenix won't be able to teleport out. Granite Gaming starting to clear it up already, and Monkeys may just have to get this up. They're already grouping up in the top lane, thinking about maybe getting the fort.
They're giving it up. They're just trying to get some experience so that they can get level 20 for the defense. Fighting there would be really weird. Against the Dragon Queen, it's very unlikely that you're going to get that. And yeah, they're just letting it go. They're going for the fort instead, and they're saying, yes, we need 22. Once then we have the Storm talents, it's going to be fine, but we're not going to be able to go up against the Punisher here. So they're already on that way, Hearthstoning back, because we see Granite Gaming preparing the bot lane here for the Frozen Punisher. And this is all about trying to break through the wall early so that you can at least get the keep. And if you get a kill, maybe lock someone down with a Frozen Punisher, then you're going to make the play for the core itself and for the series in this case.
Gate being opened here as Raid Boss pokes away. Monkeys on one last possible defense, down 2-0 against Granite Gaming. Their hold has to be done here. Immediately, Punisher goes in, Nande follows up with the Hellstorm, trying to force down the engage. Lightning Breath connects on multiple members. Here comes the big arrow as it connects on 2. The bunker being used by Oxyprogy, but Splendor, he's bruised and battered.
Yeah, Hellgate was used to make the engage here as everybody started to jump in, but right now it's all about the keep, and the keep is about to fall here, but Monkeys haven't lost a single hero yet, and they're trying to bring the fight back in. Alex is low, and he does have the bunker still, can use that. Need be, Riptire comes out, Rema Baller is still looking for an opportunity to get the mosh pit, and this time he has it.
He gets it.
3 heroes, and there's the first kill, but Zeratul has also fallen as the fight is continuing. Rema Baller is low and gets punished by Diablo as Nande goes in for the kill.
Splendor all by himself here, trying to deal with Granite Gaming, but he will fall too. A total of 3 picked off. The stun comes out as Bullseye was actually picked up by Hanzo. Crosby trying to escape, but Nande, he comes in. He should be able to shoulder throw him, and he takes out Phoenix as 4 will fall. Only a Blaze left by himself in the middle. He'll respawn and come back and try to defend, but Granite Gaming can put their eye on the prize, and that's going to be the core as they start to focus it down as one last attempt from Alex Progy to stay alive as he dances a little bit, but he should eventually get picked off. There we go.
Gets the bunker in just as he gets pushed out of the Buried Alive, but of course now another Lightning Breath will seal the deal here as everyone jumps in, drops the sprays and taunts as we have the core falling. The Monkey Menagerie going down with an 0-3 as Granite Gaming secures the match win on Infernal Shrines.
Granite Gaming coming in today with a 1-3 record, but with a 3-0 over the Monkeys. They'll be able to jump up in the standings, and now they have a couple members below them in terms of teams. Got to be feeling comfortable about that. Solid display from them as they're able to force some fights. I feel like there's some moments where their synergy was a little bit off, but you can tell they're growing as a team.
For sure, they definitely are, but Monkeys are in a very, very bad spot now as well. There's so much happening in the standings, it's actually crazy, but given the start that was so much better than people expected from the Monkeys, they find themselves now in a pretty awkward place, because from Zealots, everybody kind of understood that since they had such a tough start into the phase. But now they're getting better and better, and they always show signs of improvement. So coming back after the Western Clash, that might change very quickly. And the Monkeys have to also step it up, because now they're starting to lose important games against direct competitors. And Granite Gaming is moving into the midfield, where they will find themselves in a pretty good spot to try and avoid the Crucible. And this is getting more important because if you look at the open division, we still have the super team. We still have E-Punks Black with Sonic Labis, with Lauba, with Kaz, and like all of those guys with Grand Paqueta. All of them just like playing and making sure that they are one of the toughest teams that we had in open division for a long, long time. They haven't dropped a single map yet. They have won 3 open division cups without dropping a single map. So if you are in the Crucible, that's a team that you have to go up against.
Yeah.
And that's with them not even getting a lot of HGC practice time just yet. But these guys are all veterans. So this is going to be tough. It's not impossible, but it's going to be tough to beat them out. And they can make that pick. So not easy by any means. And I don't know any of these teams that wouldn't like to dodge that.
For those that are curious about which team exactly Caldor is talking about, you can actually watch his matches here on the channel that you're currently watching on, twitch.tv/BlizzHeroes, every Monday and Tuesday, if I remember correctly, here. And you can watch all of the EU Open Division, of course, is North America here as well. And then, of course, China, all done on this channel. So make sure you follow and make sure you check out those other games because you want to be ready for that competition that will be coming eventually. Now, Back to our series today. Monkeys and Granite Gaming facing off. Granite Gaming getting that 3-0 victory as they are going to be climbing in the standings. And as mentioned, I'm really enjoying what I'm seeing from Memecraft in particular. It seems like he's starting to grow as a player. The first couple of weeks, he felt a little bit off, but he feels really comfortable. And I actually want to talk to Nande here, who's going to be our player that we're interviewing about this win. So Nande, congratulations on your victory. You get a 3-0 over your opponents. How are you guys feeling about your teamwork as you guys seem to be growing pretty quickly?
Hey guys, well, it definitely feels amazing. I think we're steadily improving, which is what we aim to do from the start. I have to give a lot of credit also to Raid Boss. He's the guy doing the master plan. He's like, these guys win with an Uberak, we ban an Uberak every game. We take away the Zero tool, so Alex doesn't 1v9. Everyone is stepping up the game steadily and improving all of the time, so very happy about that.
Clever strategies. I actually want to ask you about you coming into the warrior role. We've seen you change roles here and there. You've flexed before in the past. You played top lane. You've played the warrior. You played range a little bit here and there too. How do you feel being in the warrior role for this team?
This time the change was actually on me. Like in the last changes, I was just feeling the spot what the team needed, and this time I just didn't feel like I enjoyed the heroes that were in the role at the moment, and I think I couldn't perform as well on them as maybe I should. So I wanted to make this change because I think it's fun to, play the heroes in that role. And I still need some time to get there, but it's feeling pretty good so far. The synergy is nice. The first time actually I played in a team with Raid Boss, it was with me on the warrior role and him being the range player. So we kind of have some synergy already there, and feeling pretty good about it.
Do you miss Amuro?
Well, that's a good thing, right? So we can still swap around and have me play Samuro. He will maybe play some Samuro.
Okay,
Everyone plays Samuro at some point. Maybe Wolf to Samuro. He's been playing it in quick match, so.
Wolf on Samuro. I would pay to see that. I'm going to send you over here to Caldor, but thank you so much.
Well, first of all, congratulations from my side as well. You guys played well today. What's the plan now? You won against a direct competitor, so you're starting to move away from those crucible spots a bit, as we heard from Memecraft also in the pre-game interview. But where's the road leading from now? What's the plan for you guys for the upcoming matches and also the rest of the phase?
Well, our goal from the start was not go back to back to back crucible, so that's already looking pretty good so far for us dodging that. So that's the #1 priority, and everything else. We would really love to play at a LAN together with this team. Atmosphere is great with everyone. We're really enjoying playing together. So yeah, it would be amazing if we can still make a LAN. Obviously, that's the biggest goal for us, and just improve in the long run as much as we can.
If you look at the competitors at the currently at the bottom of the standing still, when you say dodging Crucible, I mean, you just defeated the Monkeys, and the Monkeys are actually starting to struggle more and more as the HGC continues. But when we look towards Zealots, they are starting to improve right now, and you can see a lot of progress, as you can see with you guys. Now they had more time to mesh as a team. Is that something that concerns you a little bit going forward? Because of course you will have to face them again in part 2. Is that someone who you think this could be a tough opponent to beat later on, or do you feel that they are not improving fast enough to beat you guys?
Well, they've been saying they didn't have enough time to adjust together yet as a team, but I don't think that any team really had much more time that made the same changes. So we'll have to see where they can go. They have a lot of potential. And there's some of my previous teammates as well on that team that I really enjoyed playing with. So obviously, I wish them the best and that they do well. But the series today, they had a lot of good moments as well. I mean, Fnatic has been struggling slightly, you could say, but yeah, Zealots are showing that they do have potential.
When you look at your own, we talk about you guys and improving from week to week and really just showing that today in the series against the Monkeys. But when you would have to look at your team and say, okay, this is one aspect that we're not happy with, where we really have to just step it up in the future if we want to contest maybe offline events, what would be the biggest point of improvement for you?
I think just staying focused on the game plan, have a really set up game plan for every single match, and I think that's what we had today. We knew going into the game what we want to do, and we didn't make stupid mistakes, or maybe not as many as we've done before in the first week, for example, where we have a game plan, we know what we want to do, but we make some hiccups in the game, and that just throws everything away. So as long as we stop doing that, we can iron out the mistakes, the rookie mistakes, then I think we're good to go.
Actually, coming back to one of those potential mistakes, we had a situation on Cursed Hollow. We can maybe use that as an example when Phoenix was trying to get a salvo through and then the Void Prison comes out. How are communications looking at that moment? Is that just you guys not really talking to each other at that particular moment, or was just someone looking for a setup? Like, how is the communication before a fight there? Does someone say, I'm looking for a salvo, I look for the VP, or how does something like that happen?
Well, I can say that communication. There is definitely a lot of communication going on. Like everyone is saying, when they're on a hero that has a tool to engage or a big ultimate, then yeah, everyone is stepping up in the communications as we're looking for something. I don't remember the exact situation, obviously.
You still won the
hiccups
team
can
fight
happen.
handily, so that was still a good moment for you guys. But it was just you could see there was a bit of a disconnect there.
Well, obviously now with that maybe comes a bit with the role change as well. Now that I am on the tank role, Rapos is on the ranged role, we're kind of shifting in the in-game communication a bit as well.
Okay.
That like I am taking a bigger part, I would say, than before. Obviously, I have to be at the point where we want to contest as the warrior, right? So that's natural, and I'm trying to communicate. Like I'm just trying to be the point of communication with cooldowns between myself and backline, everyone that has something that we want to engage with. So yeah, we made this role change like last week, I guess, exactly 1 week ago. So there's still a lot to improve in not only play but the communication. So.
All right, awesome. Thank you very much. It looks already good, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next few games. You are continuously improving, and it's a lot of fun watching you. Thanks.
You still have 2 more matches over the next couple of weeks that you will have to get ready for. In fact, you have one on the Sunday against Team Liquid. So, thinking about Team Liquid and leftovers, what is your plan for the next coming weeks, and which matches do you think are winnable for you guys, or you should be trying to focus on?
Well, we want to go into every match. We want to treat every opponent equally, of course. All of these matches are equally as important to us. I think we still have a chance to make the top 4 for the Clash, right? So obviously that is our main goal. I think that we have what it takes to beat both of these teams. Both of them are looking very strong right now, and respect those teams a lot. But I think that if, like I said before, we follow our game plan, we don't do many mistakes, then I'm sure that we can take them on, and that's what we plan to do.
If you only had the chance to beat one of these teams, which one is more important to you? Team Liquid or Leftovers? You personally?
Me personally, probably Leftovers. I hang out with the guys of that team a lot. A lot of banter going on. Love the guys, and yeah, it'll be fun. But I would also like to see them make a LAN event. So there's a controversy there.
Respect all around, man. All right, well, I'm going to let you go. That way you can prepare for your match on Sunday. But you know the drill. Floor is yours for shoutouts.
Alrighty, bit a longer one this time. So first of all, shout out to my teammates for making steady improvements. Everyone is stepping it up. Maybe last time, also a lot of credit to Minecraft. Again, his Valyria play last time, we talked a lot about Samuro, but he really showed up on that hero. And every one of my teammates stepping up. I want to thank Granit Gaming, our sponsors, for the good support that they're showing us. Everyone that's cheering for us. There's a lot of support going on. It really motivates us. And special shout out actually, because it just happened yesterday, to Red Bull, who is not my sponsor, but they invited myself and some other Austrian esports folks out there, and we went on a really nice trip actually. Surprise helicopter flight, going to a lake, chilling there, and really awesome stuff. I appreciate that.
That is awesome. I'm so jealous of him. Well, congratulations on your victory as Granit Gaming gets a 3-0 over the Monkeys today. They have 2 more matches this season to face off against Team Liquid and Leftovers, but they're on track to continuing fight for that possible 4th spot, man. As a Western Clash, it's getting closer for that final spot.
It's actually true. It's easy to lose sight of it, but they are in a spot where they can definitely do that. You know, you come in and you look at their track record, and it's a 1-3, and you're just like, well, yeah, of course, they're going to fight for the bottom here. But then you look at the teams that they lost against, and they lost against Dignitas, they lost against Method and Fnatic. You know, those are all 3 teams where you're saying, well, you have a good point. If you can beat the rest out, there is a chance that you move into those top 4 spots, depending on what happens in the other games. So it's nice for them that... I think it's just awesome that they're on one hand saying, okay, first goal, dodge the Crucible. Second goal, even though we are looking at dodging the Crucible, always keep in mind we could maybe push it far enough to go to an offline event. So they have what it takes. And that brings us also back to Leftovers, because We know they're in the 4th spot right now, but if they slip, then Fnatic, Granit Gaming, there's so much that can happen when
It's
it
hungry
comes to that
teams.
to that 4th spot. Exactly.
Well, let's go ahead and check out tomorrow's matches as we continue to get closer towards that Western Clash. Tomorrow we'll be kicking off with Method and Leftover.